What's up? It's Kayla here. I'm here with ASL. We're doing pretty much a mid-season recap of how the season has gone. It's about mid-season, I think, because I did not. I think I recorded ASL week 7. I don't know if I did, but if not, I shall be covering it here. But I have weeks 1 through 6 at least here, and it should be an interesting time. If you don't know, ASL is a point/tier based draft league. We are in the 14th season. I've been a member since I believe season 9, season 10 or so. I've been here a good while. It's always fun. I have not had a winning record in this league, but that might be due to a lot of factors. Definitely because I'm not bad, or let's not go that far, alright? I am the greatest draft league player of all time. It's not like I've been playing for 6 years and only won once. Anyways, I have Shaman Sky. That was kind of what the draft was going to be based around, and it's Shaman Sky. There are some baton pass rules. For example, you can't BP into a 20 or higher point mon with stats that include Shaman Sky. So Shaman Sky you can't do that with, and Terra Captains you can't do that with. Every mon has to come at least I think 2 or 3 times. Doesn't really play much of a factor for me because I usually bring a lot of mons, so I don't really mind that rule. And then if you BP with stats, you can only do it with 1 stat and max of 2, so nasty plot, agility, or you can't like, pass a bulk up, but you can pass a howl or something. I don't know. Um, I think howl is that how that works, but whatever. I think that's the majority of the rules. I've been here a while, and if you're familiar with ASL or ASL, then you guys should know this. So it's pretty much like it's a regular job. There's just fun stuff. This is also a rare league where you actually don't have a billion points, where you can't just make a stack team. So you really are gonna have to use 11 mons or 10 mons. I forget what the amount is, but you really have to use all your mons in this, and you have to make sure your team is very good and cohesive, which is not. Okay, maybe it is something I struggle with, but like, I try to have a kill leader. I try to have a Pokemon that can contend. I like doing fun sets. There's item claws, but I think that's pretty much all you need to know. So Shaman Sky, very fun mon. Oh, another thing. I'm so sorry. Another thing. There are legendaries like this are allowed, but there's usually a lot of restrictions put on them. For example, Shaman Sky cannot use Air Slash. It cannot use Air Slash. Its next best flying move is Air Cutter. So that's been really annoying this season, not because I want the flinches, but because I literally don't have a flying move that is sufficient for me. And it just sucks. It just sucks with some matchups. So I thought I should note that, but anyways. Shim's Guy is a very fun breaker. It has a very usable 103 attack stat, very like solid defenses, 175, 75, not bad at all, and amazing speed tier, amazing special attack. So it's just a really good breaker, depending on the weeks and depending on we'll see with my team. But a lot of weeks I don't even need to run boots. I can run Life Orb. I've run Rocky Helmet. I've run just a lot of interesting, funny sets. So I'm not Boots is not really something I'm worried about with this mon, but moving on. Patch. Patch is a very fun mon. This is a recent transaction. I'll point out the ones that are recent transactions. Patch is a recent transaction. It is a very fun mon. It's pretty much like my ideal. I've talked a lot on this channel about what I want from a tanky mon, and this is pretty much what I want. You know, really good defensive stat, usable attack stat, at least 1 usable attack stat. It has very good utility options with Toxic, Parting Shot. It has recovery built in well, it has recovery built in. What does that even mean? It's not like it has a recover ability. Pet is really solid though. It's just sorry, immune to fighting. One's weak to ground, one's not, so it's good. But mainly, grounded poison is very important, and also just being able to pivot is very important. And I lacked both of those with my previous team. Skarm! We all love Skarm, right? Spike stacking, I think, goes natural with Shaman and my other Terra Captain, who I dropped, so not my other Terra Captain. But the whole point of this team is to whittle things down so that I can get a cleaner in that can just win the game. That's usually how I want to play these teams with slight deviations, let's say. But Skarmy does that very well. Spikes, rocks, roost recovery, body press, iron defense. Just has a lot of good tools. It's fucking Skarm. We all love Skarm. Screamtail. I love Screamtail. It's such a versatile mon. It has bulk up. I was gonna say scream up. Bulk up calm mindsets. It has wish. I've used Perish Song in the past. I've used sub. I've used core. This mon has anything you could think of, and I think that works well. Especially just like the pivoting is just so nice on this team, and it's such a good tank. I honestly, I haven't run it yet, but like Lagging Tail, Scream Tail has to be very solid, so I can't wait to try that set out. Shocks, Sandy Shocks, recent transaction. Very recent, but this was the mon that I thought would plug the holes in my team that would do very well, and I wouldn't have to worry about anything, and I'd just win. Which honestly, kind of true. And I say that because it's a ground and electric type, and that was the types I was missing, especially on the special side, which is why it was such a nice fit, right? It's gonna hit a lot of waters, which my team, I feel like, I know I have Skyman, but I feel like my team does struggle with water types. I also feel like my team struggled with, I'm trying to think of the types now. I'm trying to think. Flying types, that's the type. My team struggled against flying types, and my team just didn't really have a good special breaker outside of Skyman, and I thought Shocks would be a good plugin. I love myself Screamtail. 65 base special attacks, just not enough. And this thing has doubled that pretty much. So Bears are going on it for fourth down. Caleb Williams, is he the Bears savior? Throws it out of shotgun and touchdown DJ Moore. What a catch. Anyways, moving on to my Terra Captain, very recent Terra Captain. Not because I added him to my roster, but just because I deleted someone from my roster and then I had to make it my Terra Captain. Terra fighting ground and grass, I want to say. Fighting around grass. I'm going to say that's right. I'm going to say that's right. I love Tauros. I especially love it as a Terra Captain. I've used Aqua, which is pretty similar to it, so I'm not too worried with fits and whatnot. But this is really my offensive breaker. It can double as a HP mon and whatnot. So very happy with it, very happy with it, and it just has very solid coverage. It can do Willow, so it can just play multiple roles, which I really like. I like this mod. Moving on, we have Sanaconda. My Anaconda won't. I want this mod off of my team, but unfortunately, I don't have any transactions remaining, so it stays. I actually do think it's going to be useful later on. It just shocks us so much of what it does, and it has screens. I'm sorry for lag. And it has screens, and it just does everything better. Yes, you can see glare is right here, but it has Thunderwave. I don't know. It's tough. It's tough, but Sandaconda was my original ground type, and it was just kind of nice wall. But at this point, man, I feel like it's more of a win-con mon at this point because I don't know how I'm gonna use it with shocks, but I have in my recent game, so whatever. Tatsugiri, spin. Dragon Water is just very good offensively, I felt, for my team. Just hits a lot of types, but I feel like I'm also kind of stacking my win cons in one direction. Obviously, this can be ground as well, but it struggles against fairy. We don't really have a fairy. We don't really have a fairy guy besides Skarm, so nobody bring fairy to my team, guys. Please, nobody bring fairy. But Tatsu's fun. It's a fun mon with Spin, Draco. It should get Flip Turn, but it has Baton at least, so that is something. Alright, Karkol is my other Terra Captain with Fire, Water, and Ghost. This was what I had before I picked up Skarm, and the reason why I'm not saying Skarm or any other of my guys are recent transaction is because they played every game, right? The only mons that I'm going to be labeling as recent transactions are mons that I literally just picked up because the other mons I didn't use. So, Karkle Eviolite, it's just a monster in a league where there is item clause. It's always good to have at least one Eviolite user so that items aren't nearly picked off. Items aren't nearly as over the place. I don't know what I'm trying to figure out a word, but I can't think of it. But Karkle's amazing. It's just such a nice mon to use, and I adore it, man. It does make knockoff something of my team, and with Charge a Bug as my last, it definitely is like, okay, I want to click knockoff. And I don't really have the greatest knockoff switch-ins, but let's not worry about that. You are just reading too much into things. Webs is good. Originally with this team, I feel like Webs was better, and I do think it's good now. It's just my other two mons that I dropped were Crawdon and Goldango, and it was Terra Crawdon, which is just crazy that I had, but I felt like Shocks was better than Crawdon, and I felt like it filled a lot more better roles. And then losing gold sucks, but I really needed a pivot. I like not even like a oh I need to pivot off of it. I needed a new mon. Genuinely needed a pivot move, and I also needed a poison type, and I already had a steal. I wish I could have kept Goldango, Cor or not Corv, Skarm, because I do think it's a good combo. I just think I was really needing some pivot, and that was what I had to do. So, no more gold, no more Crawdon, but that's my team. I hope you like it. I think it's not bad. Unfortunately, there is no dark type. There is no, well, I guess Toss is water, but there's no real water type on this team. There's a lot of holes on this team, let's just say. I'm pretty sure there's no knockoff users now on this team. So there's a lot of holes I don't personally, especially the last two I just named. The only two I named, actually. But we'll see how it does, right? Let's see how it goes. So week one, oh man, that's a horrible camera angle. Hold on. Let me adjust. I'm sorry about that. Let me adjust. Alright, so this is my team, this is my opponent's team. I don't know why Ho-Oh is just gone, but Ho-Oh, I'm pretty sure it can't run boots. I didn't know that. I thought it was a can't run regen. Whoops. Whoopsie-doo. I think, I forget what it was. Or wait, are you Gandalf? Okay, yeah, I couldn't run regen, but I could run boots, and I was like, whoopsie-doo. Um, because I don't fucking read. Why would I fucking read? Whatever. I made a double. We both doubled here. Um, my Skarm was pretty. I don't think it was spit F. It just like pex is pex. My game plan was just get up rocks and just fucking deal with it later. Um, like going here, I think was fine. I wish I had an ice type move, man. That was my regret. I wish I had ice punch, and it would have bodied it, and I would have been so back. We would have been so back. But I think it was Rocky Helm. Yeah, I was Rocky Helm. Honestly, I don't even need to really commentate. This is like a while ago, so I'm not gonna commentate that much. I just made a lot of questionable plays of not trying to keep hazards and whatnot, like letting that get toxic. I kind of just played to what my opponent wanted to do. Um, but yeah. Like right here, letting them get toxic again. Not great, Bob. Oh no, wait, they went for my shot. But still, not great, Bob. Um, but I get a body press off. It's a lot of surfy spam stuff. It's a lot of surfy spam roost, and they go for surf. They go for surf when I get my spikes up. This quadrant was wrong. It was supposed to be whatchamacallit? It was supposed to be rocks or oh my god, not rocks. Adaptability. But then I double because I'm actually the greatest player of all time. And then I double again because I'm the greatest player of all time. Uh, but this is what I meant by air cutter not doing enough. Like this is just not enough damage for me. Like I'm sorry, but like it's so bad. It's just horrible. And it's so unfortunate. They go packs. I double, of course. I get a spike up. Um, Carkol, Sacred Fire, we get that. They bring in Glaceon, which is a crazy play by the way. I don't understand that, but they went Glaceon. I don't think I had a fire type move to actually hit it, or if I did, they were probably Terra Water. I was like, they're probably just gonna go for water type move. Whatever. I get the Psychic Noise. I actually very much misplayed this, especially with just how the wish worked and um like I should have played this a lot better and yeah. Yeah. So right here, they actually don't kill. Um, but I think it's this next one or something, or I forget. One of them I should have psychic noise so that it didn't heal. But this doesn't kill, and that's partly because of it not being adaptability. And then I missed Seed Flare, which is just icing on the cake because now they can get back to full, and I'm pretty sure they actually live now, which is like dog. So that would have turned the tides a little bit, and Earth Power doesn't kill because of course it doesn't. I'm pretty sure it's not boots. So, whoops. Um, Surf's gonna do nothing. We're gonna recover. I guess they could have went for Mud Shot if they were really feeling it. I'm gonna set up another layer of spikes because I want things getting chipped. I don't think I had rocks on this, but I definitely wish I did. They go for dual wing beat, of course. They switch in Kobali on here, and I doubled the Conda to get some more HP. They bring in Mimikyu. Uh, I just glare it because I, I don't like the look he's giving me. I have Shed Skin here. Guys, you would not believe I had shed skin. Every time I brought Conda, I have brought shed skin on it, and someone burns it, and I'm like, dog, you're playing into my hand. And then my Conda just doesn't care. My Conda just doesn't get rid of it, and it's so infuriating. Like, do you see? This is now the fourth turn, I'm pretty sure. Right? Turn one, turn two, turn three, turn four. So that's four turns, and it doesn't get rid of the burn. In the last game I bring it, ironically, um, that's five. That's five turns, by the way, in case you're keeping count. That's five turns where it didn't get rid of it, but that's cool. Um, but yeah, Seed Flare kills, which is unfortunate because I lose two mons for missing. Um, this is just gonna EQ for free. I can Rock Tomb it however much I want, but it doesn't matter because uh, they can always just go Pax here. I was guessing they were gonna go Pax, and then I made another bad read right there. They go Pex. At this point, I don't have enough for it. I have to kind of play crazy with it, and yeah, I don't have enough. I don't. I can leech seed. They can miss all they want, but like at this point in the game, there's nothing I can do. They win the game, and I was just so unfortunate. But yeah, I had Hypercutter instead of that. And I don't think I had rocks. Yeah, I don't think if I had rocks on Skarm, I felt I would have played a lot better in the matchup. But I also made a lot of mistakes. I forget why I was Casaberry, but whatever, whatever. I should have definitely played that better, and I should have tried to get Screamtail more in the game. I should not have been Boots, by the way. Boots was a misplay. I should have had a attacking thing to help. So that is 0-1 minus 2. This is game number 2. Um, I brought webs. I thought webs were pretty good in this matchup. I know they have a Rillaboom, but I thought they had other threats. They prep for the wrong team, so you know that's whatever. But um, Gold, I think, was pretty good. I think it was Specs Gold, I want to say, this matchup. I don't know. My team was just kind of hit hard and have some switch-ins. This is what I meant by my obscure Screamtail sets because this is Rocky Helmet. This is Rocky Helmet, and it doesn't break it, which is pretty cool. So I can. It only gets it twice, both times, but look how much I'm doing. Look how much I tank, bro. I tanked that. Like. I forget if I get flinch. I didn't. But I'm just living, dude. I'm living on a prayer. Like type shit, type shit. All right. But I get the protect off, and I'm gonna end up setting up because I'm also set up Screamtail, so get fucked. I think I sacked it here because I was like, they could be Terra Steel, and I don't have a good switch in because I don't want this getting knocked. So now I get my webs up. There's no switch ins to it. I can baton pass, getting Conda. They're gonna Iron Defense. And now we just go for those crits, baby. We go for the crits. But they just kept setting up, which I thought was really dumb. Um, and they also don't really 1v1 me too well. Like they kept setting up here and I was like, that is just they were letting themselves get crit so much. Like I don't know. I thought they misplayed this a ton. And I say all that because they are gonna eventually get crit. Um, or just die. I forget which one, but like they just started like making weird like they didn't take I don't know. I don't know. I'm not complaining though. I'm life orb I guess on this. I didn't realize that. But I'm pretty sure I go sky here because look at this nasty Rocky Helmet Shaman set, bro. This is why we play Pokemon. I'm so proud of the set. The set just dominated this team and I'm so happy it actually got to do shit. Um, Earth Power kills. Crit may have mattered. I'm not sure. Um, but Earth Power only gonna do 29 there. We're gonna get the Leech Seed up, but like look at this, man. It's not even like so good, and now I can bring in Charger Bug because it's so good defensively here. Like I'm so happy with it. And then look at this thing. Look at this thing go, man. Not gonna get flinched here. And it's just gonna take out a Darkrai. Like I'm up 4-2, Cloud 9. At this point, I just need to preserve the win. That's kind of all I'm thinking about. So that's why I let this thing go. That's why I think I eventually let Crawdon, or I let this thing go too, because I'm like I have the win here with Crawdon. I'm Terra Grass, I believe, on it. Yeah, I'm Terra Grass. So like I feel pretty comfortable. There's not really a way I can lose this. Um, Unless they crit and they have Terra Grass and they don't have that and they're banded. So nice. Very, very nice. And we take the dub, baby. So now we're back to 1-1-0. So pretty much oh no plus O. Jeez, he gets sacked. Matthew Stafford. Jeez. Alright, moving on to this matchup. This matchup I felt like I should have played better. Um, Especially like with this matchup, I felt like I had a really good matchup and I kind of squandered it. This matchup, I felt like it was hello? It was tough, but like I should have prepped better and I should have played better, but I'm pretty sure this is Specs Droopy. It just takes it. I was considering right here just what should I do? Should I just baton or not baton pass, but should I just double? I should have made a very aggressive double because I don't webs going up is really bad for me, but at the same time, they are probably sashed and they're chlorophyll, so it doesn't really matter. But it's fine. I get in Scarm. They knock off anyways. They knock off the helmet, which is actually very bad. So like I said, I should have been a turn early. I should have went into Screamtail. Like Screamtail seems I don't know what I was cooking with this set, but Screamtail seems like the very easy play. But I have a Curse Skarm reset. I thought it looked very good. They don't really have a lot that goes into this team. But I think AV gold, so I just tank the Tachyon. I make another aggressive double into Droopy. I don't know why we're suddenly lagging, but Droopy's bad, man. This one is so bad. It's just not picking up kills. Like it should have done a lot more there. Should I have clicked Surf again? Maybe. Again, I don't remember if I was Scarf or Specs. I think at this point I was Scarf. I think. I'm not 100% sure, but I live the Rage Fist, and they just get a high roll because why not? And it's like, bro. So that sucks. I get the crit on body press and I predict that, which is nice, but like it's a little too late, They get an annihilate again. At this point, I also have to make a prediction here, so I just stay in, and I think I just Shadow Balled. Like, I was kind of in that scenario where I just kind of have to just click a button and hope it does something. So I think here, I just cursed, and they get a crit, of course, which is nice. I should have cursed though. I should have cursed and then roosted. I think I had roost. Because now I'm just letting gold die right now, right? Because it's a two shot. So I let it go down. I don't really have a good switch in. But I do. I have Crawdon, and guess what? It is AV Crawdon. It's going to get a kill right now. Terragrass. I thought they would click a button that I didn't want them to, like Volt Switch. So um, I didn't know what they were yet. But then I get to hear and I'm like, oh my god, it's gonna pay off. Crawdon clicks knockoff, or yeah, it clicks knockoff here. We are back into this game. I mean, Crawdon might die when it comes back in, but like, this is my mug answer. I'm so back, and then it crits the first one. I'm just like, dude, there's no way. Like, there's no way. I calced it. I made sure of everything, and it still got it. And I was just like, dude, how? But yeah, at this point, it just wins because like, uh. And Surf doesn't kill because of course Surf doesn't kill. So, I end up getting a kill here, and the 2-0 curse lives on. As you can see, like, multi-hit move, I don't think he knew, but, like, dude, like, I knew it didn't kill. I knew it didn't kill, and it, ugh. But yeah, they get Rage Fist off and they just win. I have some weird Scream Tail set that gets walled by a Muck, so that's why. Um, yeah, that crit is awful, man. That crit is awful. I posted it and just like left because I was like, dude, like so frustrating. But it's fine, it's fine, it's fine. So, like I said, the O2 curse lives, the 2-0 curse lives. So, we're moving on now to Frostlass. I have great respect for. Um, very infuriating team. I had a very difficult time. I remember having a very difficult time with building this team. Um, I should preface to say a lot of these happens like November, December, so that's why I'm having a tough time with just remembering things about them and whatnot. But yeah, I was a trick gold on this set. What else? What else? I don't know what else I had, but yeah, I was trick on here and I was just like gold is good, but gold is not good, so I figured I could just trick it and I'm not really, too worried. And we have like a weekly recap, so a couple of them will kind of recap games and like be like, "Oh, you should have done this, this, this," or "Why'd you do this?" or stuff like that. And I will say at this point in the season, I wasn't really listening to them that often, and I was really only listening to my section, so it was really infuriating to hear multiple times, "Oh, T-Spikes is really good against this team. T-Spikes is really good against this team." And I actually thought the opposite. I thought T-Spikes wasn't even that great against my team. Yes, it gets like Screen Tail um or Crawdad or Taurus, but at this point in the team, like I have a Steel Ghost type, I have a Steel type, I have two flying types, like I felt like, and I had boots on at least one of these guys. Like I felt like I had no issues with it. Obviously, this is the matchup that kind of changed it for me, and I was like, oh, like Screamtail's ass, like Taurus Blaze's ass, because Taurus is supposed to sit on shit and just like stay there. But I had a lot in this game. I had to make a lot of like um, predictions like that, just like hard reads. But yeah, it's some mystical power Mesprit. It doesn't have an ice move clearly because it would have went for it. It would have went for Ice Punch. But yeah, this is why I'm gonna start making like crazy reads and like just like I'm gonna stay in here and click this move. Like I think I stayed in and clicked Earth Power because I'm like I kind of have to make plays against this team. Like I kind of have to. I need to preserve the hazards, especially for Moltres and Crowned late game, and especially just getting some chip on Mesprit. But here I was like, I need to figure something out. And unfortunately, I'm not a great Screamtail set. Um, because it doesn't matter what I click. It doesn't matter. What I click does not matter. So unfortunately, I just die. So that's great. I body press, put it in Berserk, and it gets the berry, and I'm just like, oh, well, that's a little bit of an oopsie. Let me just sack my whole team. So Crawdon, Terra Water, Aqua Jet does 51, not even close, but they missed the air slash, which I felt was deserved from the couple of misses earlier. So I'm like, okay, we got a game, we got a game. Cloudslayer doesn't come in, so I'm like, we got a game, we got a game. I think I go gold here. Oh, I go Skyman, ooh, and they get a crit, which is pretty unfortunate because now I can't really uh stay in for a lot of shit. Maybe I should have sacked gold there, but either way, I get a Raging Bull off and I get some chip. I had to stay in and make a play here because I can't let them get some kind of kill or something. So I have to take the chip. I think gold is valuable enough to keep because I can get some intimidates and kind of switch between the two, which is what I'm gonna try and do. What a rhyme! What a rhyme! www.rhymezone.com for that one. Um, but yeah, I'm gonna be able to get some chip on it real quick. I didn't think they would CC here, but obviously it doesn't really matter what I think. And this turns out to be, well, actually, I'm actually goated, and I tried recovering. That didn't work. I should have just make it rained or Shadow Ball's fine. Like, but here I have to say I have to make a one of those. If it works, it works. It doesn't. They are water absorbed, so we go down again 2-0. Like I said, it's the curse of the 2-0. Actually, forget, did I have Make It Rain? So yeah, I should have clicked Make It Rain there. I was rocking Helmet Scarm, Light Clay Scream. Yeah, I was Screams. I was Screamtail with the crazy. I don't even know what half the shit did, but I was this crazy Screamtail set, and it didn't work, of course. And I think they were weakness policies, so I didn't click Gleam on it or anything like that. Um, yeah, or I thought they were weakness policies, so I didn't click Gleam, but yeah, kind of unfortunate. I was clicking light screen so that it wouldn't set up the plot or it wouldn't get in Berserk and I could send in someone else and they can Aqua Jet and they could do this. I think my original plan was going to be trying to stay in, try and get the light screen off, and then try and go Crawdaunt and just click the water type move that does 1,000,000,000%. Like, I think that was what my play was gonna be, or I forget. I like ran it over like 50 times in my head, but a little frustrating. I'm now, what is this, 1 and 2 or 1 and 3? 1 and 2. 1 and 2 -2. Um, and it's just like, dog, I felt like I could have won this one. I felt like I was in it. And I probably should have won this one, but that's besides the point. So, moving on to our fifth game. Counting is hard. Fourth game. Counting is very hard. Don't let the haters tell you otherwise. It is very difficult. Actually, let me check. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, fifth game. Our next will be the sixth. Yeah, this is another matchup where I had some difficulties with, but at the end of the day, I felt like I probably should have won. I felt like I was not playing as best as I could. Um, I also felt like I didn't really have a great Screamtail, or sorry, not Screamtail, a Rotom fan answer, but again, oh my god, the Bears actually suck. They don't get it on 4th and 1. Oh my goodness, the Rams have it. Oh my goodness, the Rams suck. But or the Bears suck. I'm really annoyed with just kind of how my prep went. Like, I felt like Screamtail should have played a better role. I think I was like specs for the fun of it. I think this was my Christmas. Yeah, this was my Christmas matchup. So, um, I just felt like I could have played better at the end of the day. I felt like I didn't do enough in this match, and I felt like Tatsu probably should not have came or Screamtail should not have came. But that's besides the point because Karkol's here and Karkol's the goat. So it gets a Willow here, which is nice. I figured a burn on anything would be great. I'm AV for Empoleon because Empoleon actually has a very good matchup into my team, I felt like. So, um, yeah. They have Scarm, or I have Scarm. They clicked Ice Beam. Not Rocky Helmet. I just set up a layer of spikes. They defog, get the crit, man. You see how many times I'm getting crit and shit. I'm not getting it back. So I'm just saying. I'm just saying. It's crazy. I get a T-Bolt off. I do clean 35. They're gonna flip turn, but Empoleon I felt like was their most important mon, so I felt like they were throwing by doing what they were doing. I'm not ability shield, but I am Terrifier, so that they can't do like high horsepower or anything like that. They missed a Draco, unfortunately. I think I was trying. I thought they were gonna heat wave here or something. So that's unfortunate, but I'm gonna take it. I thought they were physical, so that's why I went Skarmory. They get the crit, so I kind of have to just sack it. There's no chance of me recovering it, but I was at Akaberry for Ogerpon Hearthflame, and of course that didn't work. I get the nice little Carkol kill there, and Carkol putting in that work, baby. Put in that work, but now Tatsu can come out because we're proud of Tatsu. You know, Tatsu's come a long way. So Tatsu can fire off her 32% serve. But she could do it again. So Tatsu gets her first kill. I probably should have stayed in there and just clicked Surf. I feel like that was a misplay, especially with what their team is, right? Like I have ways of dealing with Great Tusks, so I think that was a big throw. Instead, yes, I get chip on Ogerpon, but at this point in the game, Ogerpon can kind of just start claiming kills, start getting kills, and I don't really have good ways to stop it. Rotom Fan comes in, and as you will see, it's Terra Steel, which is making it hard. and they get the crit. I don't think it mattered too much, but they got the crit. So they get the kill, and at this point, I don't have anything for Rotom fans. So that definitely did matter of just me not being able to do that. They Volto cheer. I believe I flamethrower. I'm Specs, by the way, because Specs Screamtail is so funny. Uh, but guess who gets full parried here? Guess who? Oh, it's me, it's me, it's me. Oh my God. Um, but yeah, I go gold because I was like, there's no way I live this. I thought they were Ice Spinner, and they were not Ice Spinner. So I get the kill, and thus the 2-0 curse survives. I growth on a misplay. And yeah, so just infuriating. And this was kind of the last straw with my team. I was like, dude, I cannot win these games at this point. Like I can throw whatever I want, but like I cannot win. I cannot even come close to winning in these games. Like, yes, I will have an advantage, but I will either misplay or my opponent will make a big play and there's nothing I could really do about it. And I think at the end of the day, my team just didn't have enough pieces. So because of that, I made those roster moves. And because of that, we are now going up. Oh, by the way, the worst team I've played, I think, was this team, and it's 2-4. This one's 4-2. This one's 4-5-1. This one I know is like 5-1 or 4-2. This one's also 3-3. And this one who I currently played was like 5-1 or 4-1 going into the match. Like I have not even had an easy matchup like record wise or player wise or skill wise, and it's just been like, dog, ugh, just annoying. But anyways, this will be the last game. I guess I will cover week 7 this week after this matchup, but because I don't currently have it pulled up, but um I was very scared about this team. This team has so many big threats and they all came comfy. Just kind of can tear and click buttons. I have to have like Spadef. I had a Spadef Skarm with Rocky Helmet, so that Draining Kiss just doesn't do enough. Luckily, it's not like Terrify or anything, so Skarmy is actually a good check for comfy. Um, Landorus just kind of clicks buttons when Skarm is down, and it's probably also going to be special. You know, you don't really know, but or maybe it's mixed or something. You kind of expect that. I have literally no switch-ins to Chandler. Chandler just beats my team. Like straight up, if it's Scarf, it just can beat my team, or if it gets a flame charge or something, it beats my team. No and ifs or buts about it, so I have to, play around that. Um, Sneasel, just kind of a threat overall. Like it just can click knockoff and just be a disruptor. It has like win con potentials, right? Because Ice Shard does so well as my team. And then Glow King is just like an amazing pivot. It can kind of just click whatever moves it wants. Like it's pretty free into every single mon on the team. Like I think you're seeing I think you're picking up what I'm putting down. This is a very horrible matchup for me. Um, but I will try my best and I will do my best to win this. But it's Yam time is my switch in. I led Screamtail hoping that they would lead like literally anything but Sneasel, and they led Sneasel. So that was unfortunate. I couldn't set up rocks there. I was eject button. So my plan was gonna be get up hazards, get out, because this game was I'm not gonna have momentum. There's no way I have momentum in this game. Like there's just no way. I need to make the momentum myself. I need to put myself in better situations and try and control the game the best way I can because I felt like I was not going to control this game. Um, Luckily, this thing comes out and I'm clear amulet because I am bulk up, but obviously I didn't do that. They see a Rocky helmet now and they get chip, which is nice. I get a layer spike, and now you see what I mean by this mon just gets to kill things. Like it's so frustrating. I get the poltergeist off. Obviously, I go this because I'm like I'm going to just I have nothing else. I'm gonna go into the mon that picks up a kill. So. And I also was like, it could be Scarf, it could be this, it could be that. Um, but unfortunately, I'm gonna lose my item. But also, fortunately, I'm gonna get some trailblazers up. I'm gonna get some trailblazers. Oh, sorry. I'm gonna get some trailblazers up. I Terra Ground bulk up because this is my only Terramon, so They EP, they are special, and they do a shit ton, but I do a shit ton back, and I get the burn for fuck's sake, I don't know, for just for funsies. But I get to clean with Air Cutter. They go into Glow King. I have to play aggressive this matchup. There's no and ifs or buts. I need to, hope they don't click Sludge Bomb, or even if they do click Sludge Bomb, I have Sandy Shocks in the back, right? Like I can kind of control the game now with the Volt switches. Like I felt like I was in a very safe position to click Earth Power there, and it pays off because they go for Future Sight. Um, Comfy comes in, it's going to take 44. Uh, and now I can go this. They go into Zarina, and now I need to outplay this one. I need to be able to keep up my screens. They go knock, thinking I'm probably going to go Petch. I stay in here so that the next turn I can go Petch. And I Brave Bird because I'm a big Skarmory, and now they rapid spin so that now I can Mulligan change. So that's how I was keeping up hazards. Hazards were important to me in this game, and I definitely want to keep them up. So that was my kind of thing for it. I Brave Bird here. Again, I need to get as much chip on it as I can so that other mons can clean. And at this point, it's now buying turn. So I'm Castleberry, so I can tank it. Of course, I miss Poltergeist, because if I hit Poltergeist there, Comfy could come in and be a threat, actually. So it kind of is nice that I missed there and I just let it go down. Because now Shocks can come in and it just starts picking up kills, man. Like, Shocks is amazing. I think they probably should have sacked Glow King. I think that's how they win the game. Oh my god. By this turn going Glow King, uh, because if you go Glow King here, what happens, or sorry, not this turn, not this turn, or maybe it was this turn, because then, I don't think Comfy gets the Tailwind up in time, especially for this mon, so, um, depends on the set, but I can't get it up, and that's gonna be game, because Earth Power is Earth Power, and it's gonna pick up the kill, so a very, very nice win. And um just a nice win, just a nice win. um I'm very happy about it. I felt like I finally got a matchup where I could do it, and the 2-0 curse lives on, because sure, I don't know at this point. I don't know how it keeps happening, but like, sure. Yeah, 2-0. We'll take it. But yeah, I hope you enjoyed. Week seven's already been played. We're setting up for week 8 next week. Well, I guess this week, the week you're watching it, is week 8. So, I hope you guys enjoyed. Have a great day, and peace.